Salutations, this is Gremdavel. Thank you for returning to our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress and the Fortress of Katentishgad. So today's update is really exciting because this morning, or maybe it was last night, I'm not sure, but this morning I noticed on the Bay 12 Games devlog for Dwarf Fortress, which, I'm pretty much a geek and I do check it every day. A new version of Dwarf Fortress came out. So we are no longer playing whatever version we were on, 42.03, I think. This is now 43.01. And that's really exciting. In fact, I'm gonna pause it right now, just because I want to tell you a little bit about this update, if you don't already know. So the most exciting thing about this update actually doesn't have anything to do with Fortress mode, which is the mode we're playing. There's another way to play Dwarf Fortress. It's called Adventure mode. And this update in Adventure mode is kind of like, it's a little more rogue-like in that you play one dwarf, or one character, it doesn't even have to be a dwarf, and you go around doing, like, you can travel around the world. The idea being, like, I could retire this fort, play as adventure mode in the same world, and come visit this fortress, and, like, basically explore it, kill the monsters, loot whatever, like, artifacts that these dwarves had made, etc. And you can do a lot of other stuff in it. And this update, that adventurer character that you can play, you can finally craft things. You can actually, like, build a carpenter's workshop, I believe, just like this one, and actually make constructions out of wood. And I think you can make a stone axe and stuff like that, which is really the first time that we've had real crafting in adventure mode, which is pretty amazing. Of course, we're not playing adventure mode, we're playing fortress mode, because adventure mode, probably, honestly, it's probably not as interesting for a Let's Play. But there are some really awesome changes as well for fortress mode, most of which have to do with just, like, they didn't really add anything new, or he didn't, but they added a lot of quality of life improvements. So if you remember, like, when I wanted to make a, well, first of all, I'll say everything, pretty much all of the improvements for Fortress mode are in the manager menu right here. Sorry, I was actually just testing this out, and I've remove. So this was in here when I started, and if you remember the last time we played and looked at this menu, it just said Calrith blocks, like, left 1 out of 1. It did not look like this. It didn't say active. It didn't say no linked shop. So apparently now you can have active and unactive work orders. You can actually link work orders to a specific shop. And if you'll remember, when we wanted to make wooden blocks before, we would have to make them with a maximum of 30. And now if you want to make wooden blocks, look, it says quantity 0 for perpetual orders, so that's very new. You can set something to, so before, if you wanted to do that, you would have to do an order at a specific workshop and put it on repeat. But then if they ran out of resources, if they didn't have the materials to do whatever work order, it would be deleted. Now it looks like you can put in a perpetual work order to continue to make whatever the thing is you want to make. Assumedly, for as long as you have, like, even if you run out of resources, the job will activate again once you have the resources to make that job. Of course, we can also now do over 30 things, which is pretty awesome. And it says ready, so that's interesting. This says active and this says ready. I don't know what the difference is. We're gonna learn some of this stuff together. You can set maximum workshops. How many workshops can this order task? 0 is no limit. I assume that's what it's set as. But we can say we only want 1 workshop to do it. So we have 2 carpentry workshops. So this is saying only one of those workshops should ever be making wooden blocks. The other one should be working on other stuff. So that's pretty cool. There are also conditions. So let's see. This work order does not have any conditions. We can add an item condition. Let's see. Ready to check. Restarts have completed. Conditions checked daily. So I'm sorry if this is boring for some people. This is really exciting for me. Anyone that's played Dwarf Fortress, So to be able to do stuff like that, you used to be able to do you're able to do it with like third-party software like DF Hack, but now you can actually do it with the vanilla game. And I'm, anyone that's played Dwarf Fortress and has had to deal with just like work order management should be really thrilled by this. Amount of items available is at least 0. Satisfying. So we can add a condition. Oh no, we already added. Okay, so we can add multiple conditions. Let's see. Add. So let's add an item condition. We can add an order condition. Wait. What? Make how? Oh, that's. Wait. Scroll. What am I looking at here? Okay. Oh, I guess you can't make Calrith blocks. Okay, I don't know. Make Cal. Oh wait. Oh, okay. So that we only had one other work order in the queue, so that was the only one we could select was make Calrith blocks. So the idea is that you can add a condition that another work order has to be completed before frequency. Oh, restarts if complete. The ready to check restarts if completed. Condition check daily, monthly, seasonally, yearly, one-time order. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Activation/completion. Oh, okay. So the Calrith blocks must first be activated or must first be completed for the next check, and then you can add conditions. Interesting. So we can change item type. So, whoa, these are all different kinds of. This is like every single item that we could possibly make. I think these all look like instruments or something. I don't know. Sandals. Oh, okay. So this is a condition, right? So only work on the wooden blocks if we have sandals. And how do we change the number N? Only if we have 10 sandals will you make a wooden block. Okay, cool. And change inequality? What is that? Oh, is less than is exactly is not. I see. So that's to change the Boolean logic. So if the amount of sandals is greater than 10, only if it's less than 10. Oh, so you can say like only make wooden blocks if, let's change the item type. So we can say if blocks, if the number of blocks is less than 10. So this is awesome. We can actually do this right now. Let's delete these conditions. And we'll say if the amount of blocks, although we specifically want wooden blocks, so change material. Can we just say wood? Does it have to be a specific kind of wood? So that's a little disappointing. I wish we could just say any wood. Let's see. Change traits? Wood. Hair? No. Interesting. This is really interesting, though. Undisturbed items, unengraved items. There's so much. Do we already change trait? No, that's what we just looked at. Change inequality, change item, type, change number, change material, add conditions from reagent materials. What is that? Oh, amount of logs. Oh, because that's a material for blocks. So I hit R to add conditions from reagent materials, and it knows that logs are the materials for blocks. So only make the blocks if you have that. Okay. And then you can add conditions from products. But I don't... Oh, but there are no products of... I don't know. I don't know why that doesn't do anything. Okay. So only if the amount of logs available is at least 10. Actually, that's fine. I think that's good. And the amount of blocks... actually, maybe we'll increase the logs there. So let's how do you change number? Let's say only if we have at least 20 logs. And the amount of blocks... I do want to specify wooden blocks. I don't think there's a way to do that, though, which is really... It is a little disappointing. I just want, like... Because we will also be making blocks out of stone. So I don't care about the number of stone blocks. I always want wooden blocks. Although maybe it doesn't matter so much. I don't know. Obviously, we don't have stone right now, so this is actually okay, I think. So if the number of blocks we have is less than, let's say, 20, and right now we have more than 20, so that's why that's not satisfied. We have more than 20 logs, so that's satisfied. And the frequency of the check, we could check it daily. Restarts if completed. Oh, add item condition? Oh, no. Sorry, I was thinking something else. What was the thing? So let's change the frequency, and we need to also change the... Okay. So one-time order, conditions checked. But we want it to restart if it's completed. So basically... it'll make 100 wooden blocks if the amount of blocks is less than 20 and the amount of logs is over 20 or above. And we can say, yeah, we can check the condition every day. And we'll probably change it. So now we don't have to worry about, we don't have to make a batch of 100. We can make a batch of 20. And when that 20 is done, or we can make a batch of like 30 or 40. And then whenever the blocks get less than 20, it'll just put that same work order in again. Okay, cool. Done, except I want to change that, the number of that. How do I do that? Setting material. Oh, I can change the actual material it's made out of. Filter. But I don't, I want any wood. So that's fine. And I think one-shot max is actually good. That's checking. How do I decrease the number left? I want... Maybe I can't. Hold on. Conditions. I don't think I... I think I have to make the number when I hit new order. So, because I think I want to make it like, let's say like 35, just to make it over 30 because we can. All right, so we're gonna basically remake this because we don't want it to make 100 every time. We're gonna say conditions, add item condition, change item type. I wish I could say wooden blocks. Blocks. Amount of blocks is we're gonna say less than 20. That's changing the inequality. See, we're getting less than 20. Can you do less than exactly 20? Less than 20. And add item condition. And the amount of... Oh, actually, delete that. We want to say the conditions for reagent, which are the logs, is at least 20. Yeah. And restarts and completed. Conditions checked daily. I think that's good. I like it. And we'll get rid of this. Oh, and we'll link a shop to it. Enter 1. And there's also... the details was like what kind of wood. Okay. All right. Remove this one. Awesome. Okay. That's pretty cool. So now we never have to worry about putting in another for wooden blocks. And we can do the same thing with food. We can do the same thing with drink. That's really exciting. That's going to make fort management so much easier. And I know that took a little while because we're not used to it. No one's used to it yet. But it is, and even though it might look a little clunky, that's a lot better than like every time I want to make a drink or a meal, say, I have to like put in either like make them all here, put it on repeat, and then it'll just like stop. And it won't even tell me that it stopped doing that if I run out of food, or just keep making 30, like putting in an order for 30 at a time, and then like getting a bunch of cancellation spam. So this is super exciting. And I know I'm really excited right now. And I probably, I shouldn't be so excited. I mean, I should be because of this release, but quite honestly, I'm still kind of sad because we're still mourning our snails, our beloved snails. I've been thinking about snails. He's been haunting my dreams. Not really. But I have been thinking about him, and I decided I really want, I'm going to unpause it. I want to bury snails. I think it's gonna be worth... I think our dwarves might actually be able to get to him. And this cemetery where the dogs are not being buried, I think we're going to make this his actual tomb. So I'm going to... Oh, wait. Oh, they assigned these to the dwarves that died on the other side of the river. Ugh. I don't want that. Well, I'm going to remove both of them. They can't even get the dwarves into there. No one... They can't drag the bodies over there. They're just, like, assigned it to them and hoping that, like, someone will be able to drag the bodies to bury them there. My dwarves don't even know about those guys. All right. So these dogs, though, which are never going to be buried, I kind of remembered, like... I think at some point we'll actually do some... What we can do is make bone carving stuff out of these skeletons. We can make bone crafts, maybe. Now, we don't trade, so bone crafting... usually you do bone crafting to, like, make stuff. We can make bone arrows, which might be worthwhile for hunting. An elven caravan, well, that's great, but they're not going to be able to get to us. Let's make... but let's see what we can make out of bone while we're here. No. One more level. You make it at Craftsdorf's workshop. Bone. We can make bone bolts. We can also make some bone armor. Why don't we could decorate stuff with bone. I don't know how much we have. Let's just decorate whatever we have with bone and put it on a repeat job. Yeah. And we'll see, hopefully they should actually take those dogs and use the skeletons of those dogs to do that task, if it's not canceled. Okay. Oh, the other thing I realized, everyone, I did a little more research, and our apiary was a huge fail. Bumblebees do not produce honey. I mean, I think there is a plan for them to, but right now they are not the kind of bee in Dwarf Fortress that produces honey. So this was all for naught. We're going to remove building here. I'm going to keep these hives here, though, just in case we do find a beehive on the map, a honey beehive. I mean, we built all these hives. It would kind of be a waste, and hopefully we'll just get lucky. Like, what is this? Termites. So keep an eye out. They are circles. It's the same tile as a well. They're kind of they look different than logs, but they are a little hard to spot. So if you see one that I haven't seen, leave a comment, do a little shout out, and let me know. What was that? It looked like a dead fish, but okay. Look at all these lungfish. They're like, are they flying? They just disappear. Oh, maybe they're all going to one tile? I don't know. That's crazy that the lungfish just like jump up on land. We should just be able to like collect them. Okay. All right. Calm down, Graham. I'm just really excited about this release and those work orders. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time at the beginning of this episode. We just did explore it. I do want to put in like those kind of standing orders for food and drink and stuff like that. But we don't need to. And even like for our clothing stuff. Did they already make the clothes, or did they just like cancel? See, I think they canceled the clothing jobs that we had given them. Oh man, there's so much cancellation spam because of our non-dwarves. Needs log. Oh, that was before. I don't know if they made the clothing or not. But when we make clothing again, we'll do it through the new work order management system. Oh, so anyway, these are just caskets. They're not actually they have not been placed there. So we're going to place one. No, not nest box. Burial receptacle in the middle of the room, and this is going to be 4 snails. Can I? I think there's a way to expand. Yeah, I want to see which one's nicer. I think, actually, to be honest with you, I can't remember which of those symbols is a nicer thing. I think it's this one. I think that symbol means it's nicer. The Acacia casket. We'll give him a nice Akachi casket. I think that's how you pronounce that kind of wood. And as soon as they place it down, we're going to assign it to snails. And then we're going to try... Come on. Okay. We're going to use for burial. And we're going to make it a tomb. Done. And we're going to assign it to snails. This is the resting place of snails. Excellent. They'll take the other coffin out when we actually have room in the stockpile or when we make another stockpile, but right now we're a little full up. Not a big deal. So at some point, hopefully, someone will retrieve his body. These are ramps, right? And I think someone actually, when Snails was drowning, I think someone did go down there and try to rescue him. If you remember, Snails was like, he fell like here or here, but he was unconscious. He had like a blinking X. And I think another dwarf came down and started to carry him. But then he died. He just drowned because he was unconscious and in the water. So I think our dwarves can get down here. And I don't think he's not forbidden or anything. None of these things are. Hopefully they should be able to get his body. I think our dwarves are probably pretty busy. I don't know what kind of priority it is. But I'm hoping they will be able to. And if they can't, I guess what I could do is build like a staircase down if the ramp is just too much. And maybe they can get it that way. I'll give them some time though. I'll give them some time. And I think I'm gonna build construction. I'm gonna build a floor right here so that they can actually get to that one wall. And once they actually remove that hive, which is slated for removal, needs beekeeping. Oh, you know what? Snails might have been our beekeeper. Let's set another beekeeper. You know what? Snowflake does very little. Let's make her a beekeeper. Let's see. I could be wrong. Maybe I did set a big beekeeper and just hasn't set in yet. It's a farming job. Beekeeping. And if she's going to be your beekeeper, she can also do our pressing. Yeah. Because she doesn't do anything. I mean, she's our doctor. And I think she does some fishing, maybe. But we're fine on food. So she can do... We don't even have bees, so she's still not going to be doing anything. Okay. All right. We got a... Which one's that? Whoops. Scat. Scat is eating. He's eating fish, though. Not a... Was that fish or a meal? I hope he's eating a meal. Okay. Actually, I kind of want to see... Scat, what's your mood? I've been rained on, it's annoying. Okay, that's too bad. Euphoric due to inebriation. Blissful dining in a great dining room. That's nice. Satisfied after... He felt satisfied after caging a creature. He caged a creature? That... I don't... What? That's weird. Caged a creature. What is he doing on his own? Did we tell him to cage a creature? I guess we made nest boxes. And did he put... Oh, maybe that just means like dragging an animal to their pasture? But we don't have cages. You need... For cage traps, you need mechanisms, and you make mechanisms out of stone. So we don't have any stone. We certainly do not. Leatherworks. We don't have any leather, I don't think. Although we have that spider monkey up here, right? This dead spider monkey? Minky? It's just a skeleton. Yeah, that's the thing. Like as soon as it died, our dwarf should have like gone and butchered it. Someone's in charge. Someone butchers, right? We have someone in charge of butchering. What's going on here? Prepare easy meal. Wait. Oh, it's set on repeat? Did I set a... No? Okay. You can prepare an easy meal. I guess we can set that on... We probably don't need it on repeat, because we have a ton of meals. Yeah, let's stop that. I didn't know that we had that. Cancel that. I think we're fine on drinks, too. And our butcher table... animals should auto-butcher, although... as long as we have someone... Can anyone butcher? Can anyone butcher? This is the kind of thing I should know. Let's see. You... I would probably be our cook, who is... actually, it might be Scat. Let's see. View unit. No. Wait. You. Go to unit. Farming? Butcher. So you're not our butcher. Is Indigo our butcher? Indigo is our butcher. Okay. So we do have a butcher. And actually, I think I'm also gonna... I think we might... Because she might be busy farming. And Scat, I feel like, has... Since he's also our hunter, he can do some... Like, he can do butching if he's available to do it. Okay. Everyone loves this temple. We gotta make sure that we... Like, if we make statues and stuff, we gotta, like, put nice things in that temple. Because everyone spends a ton of time there. Okay. So even if they don't get snails right away, I feel like because we have a tomb for him, maybe he won't come back. Maybe he won't haunt us. At least we're like honoring him with a tomb in his name, I guess. So it's been like 26 minutes into this episode, and we haven't done any work on our aquifer, which you're probably really happy about. But I think we can do a quick... Actually, yeah, I can do... I just want to make sure that, I couldn't remember if I just mined that and put, like, if I mined both of these out, if that would be okay, instead of just doing one at a time, but it looks like it is okay to do that. So they're gonna do that. What is this? Spider monkey. Oh, stupid spider monkeys. Spider monkeys. These poor guys. I feel like every episode, at least once, I go over here and pity these dwarves. Look at all these, like, land fish. Just crawling around. Okay. I got all my alpacas here. That's nice. All right, we have a floor there. Okay, so we can unsuspend that. And they remove that hive. Let's finish the wall here. There we go. Cool. Well, we'll actually have like a corner. Yeah, in fact, while we're here, let's continue working on this enclosure. Yeah, I think we want it to go that far. Blocks. Okay. That's good for now. And the other thing, well, I don't know if we want to make our dwarves are going to have to learn how to fight. And I could give them training weapons right now, I guess. But I also feel like, you certainly don't want them getting, like, attached to training weapons. And I think that's a danger, something that can happen. It's possible maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they will only get attached to, like, non-training weapons. But, usually, I usually don't train until I have, like, real weapons that they can use. But that said, like, if we're attacked by something, like a flying beast or something, like, we're all gonna die. Like, we don't even have a door. We just have, like, an open base. So, so I was thinking maybe we want to make, like, a training grounds. And have all of our dwarves training on, like, a cycle. But we might want to wait until we get metal and have some, like, actual real metal weapons. I think that's probably what I'll do. Let's see. How are we doing here? Still not mined. Okay. Fine. Are our dwarves just that busy? Yeah, they're all just taking time to meditate. I guess if that keeps them happy. I guess. Oh, and we're still making thread. Maybe we should put in more clothes jobs. So I do want to put in all these jobs. I want to put in clothing jobs and drink jobs and food jobs. I didn't want to bore you, though. So it's possible I'll do that, like, some migrants have arrived. Oh, you idiots. You poor, poor idiot fools. I think maybe next time, before we start the next episode, I'll just put them in, show you what I did, because you don't want to see me like struggle with that with the new management system. Yeah. So next episode, next episode we'll actually continue working on our fort. We'll continue to build out these walls, and look, they built that really quickly. So that happened really quickly. Why didn't? I guess we only have one. No, we have 2 miners. Why aren't they mining that out? That is, I mean, that should be fine, right? This is, oh, 7 out of, oh, they can't get down there. They can't get down there. They can't get down there. We need, I'm an idiot. Okay, so I think we need a pump? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just cannot for the life of me remember how to do this. Like every time I have to look it up. So I'm gonna remove this designation for now. I'm gonna look that back up, and we'll continue working on it in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the new features of 43.01, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.